Okay. Okay. So, we have seen it, right? Client scripts, comma, EA policies will be executed in the client side. So today we will discuss about. We have already had a discussion in the last class about the EA policies. Today we will discuss about client script. Thank you. What is a client script? Client script is nothing but, as the name implies, client. That means which will execute in the client level in the system. That means the system, the scripts which will execute in the client level is called a client scripts. So for this, the first step, so there are two types of client script, which is a form level. Second one is list level. This is the one of the most asked interview question. What is a client script and what are its types? So if you tell client script is nothing but it's a script which will execute in the client side, which is in the web browser. Now the next step, if you say somebody, most of the people will tell answer like there are four types of client script. But if you want to say difference, we should show the uniqueness. So we need to say some unique identity for it. So we can tell that, so farm level and list level. So most of the 99% will not tell about this farm level, list level. So if you tell this way, so that the interviewer understand, you have some idea on this one. So now, what are the farm level scripts? Farm level. First one unload. Second one on submit. Third one on change. These are the three scripts will execute in the form level. And you come to the second one, list level, which is a on cell edit. Now the thing was, you can see it. So there are two types client script, that is depending upon the is level of execution, which is a form level and the list level. Form level is nothing but, first one is the onload and second one is the list level and third one is the on change. Onload, on submit and on change, and the second one is list level is nothing but on cell edit. So the form level is nothing but, for example, if I am going to bring in this Narayana, so if I open this one, whatever the field will execute, scripts will execute here form level. This will called as a form level execution. And the list level is nothing but, here this is called list. So what are the scripts will execute here, we will call as a list level. So now you can see what is onload client script. So whenever onload client script will execute, whenever the form. Whenever the forms loads, then onload client script will exist. For example, if I open this record, that means if I open this one, this form was loaded. So then the onload client script will execute it. Or else if you reload the form, for example, like this, it will execute. Or if you save this one, once the record is saved, since the form is loaded, this will be executed. This is the one of the most common asked interview question. So what are the client scripts and what are the different types of client scripts? What is the onload will do? And that's one. And next, submit. On submit is nothing but whenever form submits or saves the record, which means so whenever, for example, if I save this record, this script will execute. Or else, whenever if I am going to create a new record, for example, if I click on submit, this will execute. If I click on this, submit script will execute. Next one, on change. On change is nothing but depending upon the particular field value, this will execute in the field level. And so this on change will execute in the field level and will be depending upon the whenever whenever the particular field value changes. That means, for example, if I have something, if I given a hostel details, so some fields is mandatory and read only. That means depending upon this hostel field value changes, this hostel name, building name, floor number, and the room number and the hostel fee. These are all will be validating the same stuff. So this is the one. And now this is the one. And the next one, these are the three scripts which will on the list level. The list level both will be the this also the same thing. List level, the on-cell edit is also execute in the field level. And whenever the particular field value changes, this will be executed. That means that is in the list level, it will execute here. So this is the basic things about the client scripts, how we can what do you call how we can understand this one. This is the one, the most of the interview questions they will ask, what is a client script and what are the different clients types of client script for it. So you have to tell there are two types of client script, which is a formula depending upon its execution. First one is a form level client script, and second one is a list level. When come to the list level, there are again three types, which is a onload, which is a on submit, and answer on change client script. And when come to the list level one, answer edit for it. That's the this is the basic things we have to understand whenever this will be executed for the same thing. Now let's see how the client script will execute. No, I'm just opening this one. If you want to write a client script, right click, go to the configure client script. I'm sorry. See, this client script also will save us in a table sys underscore script underscore client. So as we discussed in the service now, wherever the script was, whenever the script was what you called not script, whenever if anything is record is created, inserted or anything, it will be stored in a table structure. That means whenever the form is loaded, sorry, whenever a new script is inserted, so it will be stored in the, if the client, it is sys underscore script underscore client. Like that we have seen yesterday, data policy also created and stored in a different table, and the client script also stored in a different table. Now I'm just going to one client script, see what is the name of one. I can write anything, I'm just writing onload client script. So this is the one on table, it was automatically added. And UI type you can see desktop or mobile or service portal, which means if it is a desktop, it will execute in the only in the web browser. If you given only mobile and service portal, it will not be executed in the desktop. Or if you give all, it will be executed in the mobile app, or it should be executed in the service portal, and it should be executed in the desktop. So most of the client script which you return, it will be given as a all for this one. This is the thing. And the next thing, so here you can see type we have seen a different types here, like on change, sorry, on cell edit, on change, and on load, and on submit client script for it, I'm sorry, for it. So if we say on cell edit, see the function name is here, function cell sysid. Or if you give on change, the function sysid will be here. And if you give on load, the function name is different. Or if you give on submit, the function name is different. So first of all, I'm just going to write a script called onload. So in this onload, this one, and here if you want to run this script always, this active should be true for all the cases. That means if you want to execute the script, this active is always true. Then only this client script will be executed for the same. I'm sorry. And the next step, here we have an option called inherited. Inherited is nothing but, so, and we have seen the same concept in the UA policy. For example, if you want to extend this one, if you have any extension which is a child tables, then this will be executed. So which means inherited, so that we can work it. So right now we don't have any child roles, child tables, we can add one. Next one, global. Global is nothing but we have already seen something right in the UA policies. If you want to execute this client script in all the views, we can mark the global as a true. But if you want to execute the, this one is a particular one, we need to write the view name here. So most of the cases, the 99% what are the we have written as scripts, so it will be executed in the global view, which means it will be executed in the all the views. So till now we had a discussion, anyone, I hope you guys understood, or any questions till now what we have discussed? Okay, anyone has any other questions? Okay, fine. So now the description, what we can write a message. I think this week description we can write a what is the functionality of the script. So this is what the message. If you want to display any message, we can read. But mostly we cannot use this one. Now you can see it one. Now Whenever if you see something in the client level, you should understand this script will execute in which level. So that means if you saw some script in the service now, how we can understand it will be executed in the client script, client side. That means here we have an option called object called g underscore form. G underscore form. So what I'm going to do is here I'm just going to configure dictionary. This name I'm not giving mandatory. So now what happened? I can see this name is an unmandatory. I can see how this name make a mandatory. So g underscore form dot. If you see, there are a lot of options for the add decoration, add error message. So if you see add decoration, it will add a decoration to the one. If you add error message, it will display the error message of the form. Info message, add option, add choices. These are the methods we can use to get the one. So what happened for now? Our goal is we need to make a field mandatory. So if you want to one set mandatory, you can see set mandatory and also you can see makes the field required if true and make field optional if false. So that means if you have made this as a given as a true, then it will act as a mandatory. If you given as a false, it will be optional. And the best practice, use ua policy rather than this method whenever the possible. That means if you want to make a field mandatory, so always the best practice you can use the ua policies which you have done in the last class. So I'm just making set mandatory. If you give set mandatory, the syntax you can see field name and the value boolean. Build name string is nothing but it should be a string format, and after that value is boolean is nothing but true or false. So that means if I open this one and boolean is I'm just making true. So this is the one, and I'm just writing a alert. So alert is nothing but this is for our getting welcome to welcome to unload client script. Unload client script. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reload the form. See whatever the script we have written, it was came here in that one. Welcome to unload client script. And if I OK, this name becomes a mandatory for here. That means from that field we can make a mandatory here. And also here I have a organization field. I'm just going to here. So removing the this read only and default value. Update. Since it's already there, we cannot delete it. If you open a new record, we can delete this one. So now this organization we need to make a read only and we need to set the default value. So if you want to set the value, we can use same thing d underscore form dot set value. See set the value and the displays of the field if there is no display value. That means it will set the value. If you see, it will ask the string value and what was the value and what was the display value. So if you want to display value, we try, since it is string field, we don't required, and field name you can copy it from here. Next one, the value Narayana, this one, and I'm just going to save this record. And if the new record, you can see there is no organization. If I reload this one, see, whatever you have written, it will come here, Narayana. But here we have written a spelling wrong. See, NAA we have given. Now if we given here, see, it's one. Now this is the one, and this one, and if we have to make read only field, so we can make a field read only here. G underscore form dot, same concept, set read only. So organization. See, I think you can, we have not seen the syntax. G underscore form dot set read only. If I open this one, see, it makes the field read only if the true, makes the field editable if false. So both read only, both set read only and set read only functional. The best practice use UA policies rather than this method, which was recommended by the ServiceNow. This is also one of the interview question. So interviewer may ask, I want to make a field mandatory and read only. So which method we can use it? So we can say that it can be possible from the UA policies and the client script. For the best practice, we can use the UA policy, and for this for easy, and which was recommended by the ServiceNow. So set read only. I'm just opening, and the next one, what you can say, set read only, and the field was U underscore organization. So I'm just, reloading. It was not copied properly. See, so right now it is not read only. After this one, it has become a read only. So this is the way we can do the read only and mandatory for this one. And if you want to, we can add a choice also. For example, right now in the Andhra Pradesh, right, if you want to, I can add a one more choice here. So here I'm just, right now I'm just not, so G underscore form dot add choice, add option. See, add choice to the choice is index is not specified. That is at the end of the list. So if I open, see, field value and string value and the choice value. So I'm just going it, u underscore state, comma, what is the string value, that is a backend value. I'm just making a ka, and after that the choice value I'm just making Karnataka. So right now how many it was? Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Telangana. If I remove this one, See, the choice is added. But if you this choice is added, but it will not be stored in the database. If I open a configure dictionary, see, only Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Telangana was available since it was added from the one. So the best practice when you're adding the choices, it should be comes from the always what I can say. It should be comes from the always from the dictionary entries only. It should not come from the client script. If you want to add client script, but it should not be since it is not stored in a database. So there is a dictionary entry, so which will gives us some improper issues for it. So always we can use the same thing. Now the next step, so I want to hide this section, for example. So if the state is ap, I want to hide this section. So I if we, for A people I don't want to this one. So for that one, what I can write it first. We need to get the value g underscore form dot. Sorry, first we need to define a variable where state equal to g underscore form dot get value. Get value of what is the field u underscore state. So if it is a u underscore state is nothing but it's one if state equal to ap, which is the backend value which you gave, then g underscore form dot set section. Yes, you can see shows or set the section is for both the tabs. It is available from one set section display. What is the section name? Hostel underscore details comma false. Else that means we can make the same thing and oh my god. So I can see by mistake I have given both the ways in the one. See, it is not working fine, but we should know it on which section we have. So, where section equal to, we are not sure about what is the section. So, we should be g underscore formed out get section names. Next one, I'm just writing alert. It will get all the section names. Save it. See, this is the one hostel underscore details to get. I'm sorry, what is the value for AB we have given the backend? Let me check it. Okay, I'm sorry. Since it is a string, we should give in the codes. I'm sorry. See, right now the section is not visible. So whatever we have done a mistake is, so this is the one we have not given a string codes. This is the basic scenario. But if you change it one Tamil Nadu, and it will be, and if you save this one, see this action is right now visible. And if you give as Andhra Pradesh and save this record, so this will be not visible. I hope you guys clear, right? How we can tell that on load client script. Still any confusion, or if you have any queries, let me know. Hello, can you hear me? So this is the basic scenario, and next we can discuss about the on submit client script. On submit client script is nothing but, so see here we have one. So whenever the form is submitted, we need to get the submission details. That means whenever the form is submitted, what are the scripts we need to execute before the form submission. See here, I have a total Telugu. For example, I need to enter a Telugu. For example, so if I given 90, 89, 98, 97, these are all things. If I save this one, so I want to, once it is submitted, I want to this all the fields values which you entered will be automatically calculated, and it should be stored in a total marks field, automatically calculated. So that means that is a best practice for it. I'm just inactivating this one. So if I reload, see what happens, it will not be executing. So so you can see what are the Telugu 90, 80, 98, these are all marks will be saved in this one. So for this one we can enter a on load, sorry, on submit client script. So if you want to on submit client script, again you can go to the client scripts, and I'm just opening the new. So what was the logic for it? So, for example, if I give as a total as a 600, the record, if I, for example, if I give total as a 600, if I give as a 600, so less than 600, then the record has to save it. But if the total is more than 600, it should not be saved. That's the one. So now, what was the logic for this? In general logic, forget about the service no logic. What was the logic for it? Yes. The same logic will be applied in the C, C++, Java, Python, or any scripting. The logic is, first we need to fetch the what are the value user entered. Once we have entered the value, and we need to calculate it, and after that we need to check for validation if the total is less than 600 or not. Then we can do the same thing. So I'm just making total marks validation, for example. So I'm just making this one and on submit. So we can. So first time we need to fetch the value where Telugu equal to Telugu. I'm just Telugu equal to, so G underscore form dot. If you want to get the value, get value, get value, where Hindi equal to G underscore form dot get value of next Hindi. So the best practice when you are writing a script and you are writing any field backend menu, always you should copy from here so that you will not miss anything. If you entered manually, there may be what you call grammatical mistakes, spelling mistakes we inherit. So the best practice we can always where English mathematics equal to g underscore form dot get value of where mathematics and the next step is science equal to g underscore form dot get value of sorry science equal to. So what I want to show you see. So now what happened? It was given as a all the values for it. Telugu, English. So now what happened? We have fetched all the values. Now the next step we need to calculate this all the option. So I'm just defining one more variable where total equal to. So I'm just adding sum of Telugu plus Hindi plus English plus mathematics, which is a for a maths plus science plus social. Now we have added these all things. Next we can check if total less than 600, then g underscore form dot set value of total marks. It was there and else. So this was the same thing. Now I'm just going to save this one. Now I'm just reloading this one and I'm just changing 81 and saving this one. The total marks is done. No, it will not stored, right? So for example, if you want to see alert total, for example, you can see what are the total we have. Just reload it and 82. See what happened? It is just showing as a string, right? Yes, that's. So what are the value we have entered here? We need to convert as a integer. Then only this will work here. So if you want to one, we can use a parse int. So now the value will be calculated. Let's see what happens. Now the same thing. So whenever if you write a client script or something, if you want to execute the same thing, we need to reload the form. Whether you can reload the browser or reload the form, then only this will be executed. So I'm just making 87 and trying to save this one. See 558 it was came and it has been saved it. So for example, I'm just giving 870. So it was saving, right? But the total marks is here. But here I can see the marks is 870, but the total is 558, which is a invalid one. So what should I do for this? So for example, by mistake user has entered 870. So the total is less than 1300. It was showing us a message, but the record is saving is not stopped it. So for example, here you can see it. Else, if it is else, you can write alert stating that total is total exceeds 600. So I'm just writing an alert, and for example, for it alert, let's see what happens here. Reload. So at 71, this came, and total is exceed, but still the record is saving. This is the one of the most asked interview question. So if you want to reform record submission, we can use a return false. This is the mostly common asked interview question. The interviewer may ask, I just want to, I have written a validate a unsubmit client script, and once I have done the unsubmit client script, I need to stop the execution. So it will do the same thing. Now let's see. I'm just going to reload it. If I save this one, it was come. It was successfully saved it. If I give as a 879, for example, and I'm just going to save it 1350 and total exit 600, and it will not saving it. For example, if I see reload, still it is not saving. This is the advantage. For example, if I make a return false as a inactive, so that means I have added this one, and if you reload, see it was saved it. But if I give as a return false, just reload it. So if I try to save it, it was not saving. So I'm just saving 879. See, it will not be saving. It's not. It will not allowing me to save the record. If I reload, it will be stored in the same value. So since it is 87, I just give this one. So I hope you guys understood right how this on submit clients validate one. Still any confusion? Still any confusion? Okay, kindly please note down the task for today. Yes. Sorry. Yes. Okay. Right now, what happened? ServiceNow didn't give that functionality to the client script. It has given to the business rules, server side scripting. So service since it is a feature coming from the ServiceNow, so we have to wait for until the ServiceNow has released that up feature. Right now, we don't have option for it. It's a built-in one. Yeah. Go ahead. No, we cannot disable client script in browser. We can directly disable the client script only, which will not be executed. Okay. No, 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 it will not. So if you disable the client script in the client script level, then only it will work. If you give inspect or do something element, it will be execute the same browser, the same user is using. So right now, it's not a best practice to do the same thing. If no, no, that means from the inspect, right? You're saying from the inspector, what are you saying? I didn't get you. No, if you disable the client script, we cannot do anything. If you want to execute, always this client script will be active true. Okay, fine. Any question? Yeah, go ahead. Yes. Yes, we have option called HTML sanitizer. From that, we can sanitize the text. But right now, most of the case, we cannot use it. Mostly, we can use the same thing here. Let's all sing. Yeah, we have HTML. Yeah, we have HTML sanitizer option that we can use it. Okay. Yes. Okay. Anything can be debugged in the service now. Like anything. For example, if you want to debug is nothing but, for example, if you get in a wrong thing, for example, if I give alert, no, 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 no. If I give, if for example, if you're you are saying, for example, if you written a one syntax is wrong, first step. So, for example, assume that for this syntax is wrong. If I you are going to trying to save it, see, the record will not be saved. It could not save the record because of a compiler. JavaScript pairs in the line number 18 first. You can see 18, it was one, and column 41. 41 is the column 41. Problem undetermined string literal. So it is showing some different one. Undetermined string is nothing but single quotes. So since it is not there, it will not be here. Got it? Oh, no, no, no. In the service, no, no. They have not give. No, if you want to, we can use a breakpoint. If you want, right, but right now we cannot use this one. Most of the things. So in the service now, the breakpoint mostly we can use the alert for it. Okay. Wait, wait. I will open. I will open the script. Wait for a moment. Oh my God. Sorry. Onload client shoot. Yeah. Go ahead. So here the thing was what we are getting, the state is nothing but what is our requirement is. If you want to we can define array, but our requirement is, so if the state is ap and we want to hide that one section, that is a requirement. So no, right now if you want to we can define a value array, so we can store all the things. Right now if I tell the first class in the array, you guys will be confused the first day of scripting. Okay, so we have to understand that difficult from low level to high level. If I tell the first class everything is script, you guys will understand that this is a very difficult or we cannot practice. First I have to start it from the easy things. From there we can increase the difficulty level. uh, the in the service now, the data type, that means the field type, the data type in the javascript there is no data types. If you give anything it will be stored in the string format. Nothing. If you done anything, if you written a script, if you define anything, will be stored in the string format, not in any other format. In the service now, I'm just clearing again the variable. If you define everything, will be in the string, which is in the JavaScript. There is no different data types here. If you there is no different like if you see we have a float, we have a integer, we have a string, we have a some different data types were there, right? Here in the javascript we have only one type, that's a string. Even if the string value also we are given, we can convert if you want, we can convert as a integer by using the parseInt. Okay. No, no, I'm no, no, wait. That no, no, wait. You are not understand the concept. So what I am saying is, in the service node there is no different data types. Sorry, in the JavaScript, only one type. That's a string. That's a field type. If it is a number, that's an integer. If it is a boolean, it's a true or false. That's you are taking field type of field. Field type you are saying. No, no, the JavaScript that's a different. What is the value we are getting? That will be stored in the string format. Okay. So remaining thing, if you give true also, that will be in the, since it is a JavaScript, it will be stored in the this one what you called string format only. If you for example, if you want to get that value of the boolean, we should get from the what you called we should call from a variable. So in the service now, sorry, in the JavaScript, whenever you are defining variable, there is no different. Only we have a string. I hope you clear, right? Very good. Okay, let's see. Wait. See, nothing happened. 1 minute. I'm just starting this to lose. It was only a string. You want to get the field type, right? You're saying. But right now, what happened? See, it is showing as a string. If I will reload, but right now in the type of thing, we cannot use this one. There is nothing used for us since it is a from a field type. If you see directly from here, what is a field type? So why we need to write a script for it? So what is the advantage for us? Nothing, right? We can. So, no, no. Okay. No, it's not an array. So if you want, yeah, go ahead. That is a task I'm giving. That is a task I'm going to do today. Got it? No, no. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. No, wait. Here, what happened? Since it's a string, the field type is string, it will accept alphanumerics. But if you want to add I'm just creating one more integer field. Let's see. No, no, no. Wait. I will tell you. Wait a moment. So we can write a validation for it. Anything. Okay, just adding. I will tell you the difference for it. So what happened? I'm just going to inactivating the script for time being. So here, okay, I've entered alphanumerics, and I'm just going to save it. Oh my god, the script still is. Oh, I'm sorry. We have not reload the form, so still the script is executing alphanumerics, and I saved it. It's been saved it. Okay, but if I give the marks for same thing, see, it is not accepting. If I give a t, is an integer. So if you want to, we mostly we can create a number field as an integer. But I just want to show the sparse int everything conversion, so I have created as a string field. So that's the error. Most of the people will do the common error. So that's the reason we have done the same thing. Okay. I go ahead. Just give me a minute. Laptop charging. So just give me a minute. Sorry, what are you saying? I didn't get you.